Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, which means it's the church day. And I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all what I've been doing today. I've been packing up Hometown Sheds. They're moving to Danville, and I am packing up all of their belongings, getting everything ready for them. I wanted to share something with you all. I love sharing my life with y'all because I want y'all to see God in it. And I pray that that is one thing when I die, that people can stand at my casket and say, you know what, she showed God in her life. I am the one who always teaches and preaches about there's positivity in everything. There's positivity in everything. Well, let me just share a struggle with you. I'm not going to go into details about exactly what it is, but I'm going to share a struggle with you because I want you to know that I am probably one of the happiest people you ever will meet. I believe that God has saved me. I believe and I know that I'm going to heaven when I die. And that's very important to me. And I hope it's important for you. But I want to share with you that life is real. Don't think that just because someone says they've got God in their life, that their life is this train of perfection, that their life never has bumps and curves in it, because it does. Because that's when we can then lean on God. And, a friend of mine's been posting stuff on Facebook all morning. I believe she's in my head. I believe she sees it. And it's just amazing how God has taken that Facebook today, and every time I turn around, I mean, it's been like 3 or 4 posts. She's got something else on there. That's me. In life, you're going along and you're going along great, and it seems like the world's coming together. I'm busy promoting Thrive, and God's growing my business, and I believe in my heart that He's going to use that as a testimony for me. I'm out at T-ball games and watching my son play T-ball and run like a turtle. I'm enjoying life. I'm absolutely enjoying life. And then I come home. And I face a very huge mountain that I'm not ready to share yet, but it is a testimony to God. And that huge mountain hits me just like a ton of bricks. Has anybody ever been there? I mean, has anybody ever just came home on a Tuesday night and you just fed your kids and you should just be a mom, you're just playing, and somebody hands you a piece of paper and your world is shattered. Health wise, we're fine. Believe me, we're fine. I'm not sharing this because I want anybody's pity party, and I'm not sharing this because I'm falling apart and I'm not going to make it and I need some help. I'm sharing this because I feel that God can use it with someone else. So you're sitting in that chair and you've got two small children, and the world goes, bam, Teresa. It just changed. Oh, believe me, it could be worse. I could have lost one of my parents, I could have lost a child, I could have lost a family member, I could have lost a loved one. And after you have your emotional breakdown and you feel like, oh my God, what is happening? You realize that God has a plan. I don't know what it is right now, and I'm terrified. To be honest with y'all, I'm terrified. I have a lot of faith in my God, and I know my God's going to say, solve this, and He's going to fix this. And I'm not at all worried that there's an end to this, and I'm not at all worried that we're not going to be okay. But if you ever just been scared of the outcome, what is the outcome going to be? When is the outcome coming? And you can't fix it yourself. You just can't. You can't fix it yourself. You just can't do it. And that's what happened to me last night. That's what happened to my family last night. And from out of the blue, from nowhere, and honestly for no reason. And I will share when I'm ready to share with what happened. Kids are safe, family is safe. It's just one of those struggles that God has decided, here's a mountain, let's see how you climb. Well, I'm going to climb with Him holding my hand. And I'm going to climb knowing that He's got an answer. And I know that all things work together for the love of God. And I know that's not the exact scripture, but it's close enough, y'all. I also know He has a plan. And I told Richard last night, we prayed together, and I told him, I said, I don't know what the plan is, but there's always a reason. God doesn't do anything for the fun or for jokes. He's not out here to hurt us. He's out here to help us. So if anyone else is going through this, if anyone else has ever had a mountain just slap them in the face out of the blue, and it just literally takes your breath away. You feel like you can't grab your breath, and then you have to remember your place. You have to remember who is in control, and nothing, and I mean nothing, happens that God does not allow. And I know some of you watch my videos, and I know you don't believe in the Lord, and that's okay. That's your choice. I pray every day for people, and you don't have to agree with me. That's okay. You can sit and think it's karma and it's the way the world revolves, and that's okay. But whatever you believe in, know that there's a plan. We all have a plan. We have a birth date, we have a death date, and in between, as they say, is the dash, and that's our life. What is God going to do with us in that life? All I want Him to do with me is use every trial, every mountain that He gives me. I want to use it for Him. You can't help someone else if you have not faced struggles in your life. I can't comfort a woman who has lost her husband. I can't comfort a friend that's lost a parent. I don't know how. I feel helpless. But when God gives me a trial, my job, my prayer, my goal is to face it with Him. That doesn't mean I won't cry. That doesn't mean I won't hit my knees and beg God to stop this, just to stop it, to stop all of this that's going around on me. Just stop it. But if one thing that can come of anything is people see that God is in me and that I stand firmly on my faith and I stand firmly on my God, and He has given me a trial, and I debated about sharing it on Facebook, but something kept saying, you share. You share, yeah, it goes over 5 minutes, but you share, Teresa, because there's other people out there. You're not alone. But some people don't have the strength that I've been blessed with. Some people don't have what I have in my life. I love my husband with every breath in me, but he's been through none of the battles that I have fought. He's never been a single parent. He's never had a child taken away because of abuse from the father, not me. Let's get the story straight. He's never had to fight those battles. And so many more that God has put in my path, and I'm not ashamed of. So his faith is not like mine. So this morning, as we're going to work, I'm just trying to deal and to wrap my head around this. And he's like, what is wrong? I've never seen you like this. Because we've been slapped in the face. This one got me. This one got me good. Because there was no reason for it. None. But the devil. The devil. And but God. But God allowed this to happen to us. And He's going to bring us through. And in the next week, you're going to see me on here telling you, guess what has happened? Don't think that I'm any better than anybody else, because I'm not. I have a faith that God has given me because I have been through trials and I have been through battles, and I have got so many scars from those battles. We all have. Think about your life for 5 seconds. Think about the things you've been through. Were you a smoker and quit? Were you from a fatherless or motherless home? Were you raised as with a single parent? Were you a single parent? What are all these things in your life you've been through? Guess what? They're to teach you to be stronger. They're to teach you that no matter if you get home on a Tuesday night and one little 8 by 10 sheet of paper rocks your world, you got God, honey. You got God. That's all that matters, folks. Just pray for me and my family right now. We need it. And I will share the whole story. I promise I will share. I have opened my life to everybody. And I'm meeting people I don't even know. Because of nothing. Because I am a nobody with God. He made me something. So just know that if you've been slapped in the face with some crazy thing, lean on God. Lean on God. Don't give the devil all the credit. Always remember, I think it was C.T. Townsend, for those of you that know him, many years ago, was preaching at Rock of Ages, and he said, praise God even in the storms. And the second thing he said is the devil gets enough credit. He said, sometimes God allows these things to happen. Friend told me this morning, sometimes he has to realign you. As I told my husband, something bad may be getting ready to happen, and he's got to get us in a different way. So I'm here letting you know the real me. Because when I'm joking and I'm carrying on and I'm having a great time, I'm still Teresa. But some people think that your life is perfect when you have God. And so when you do get saved and you are living for God and your world falls apart, you think, what have I done? You know what? Sometimes you didn't do anything. Sometimes you did. And I have a few convictions about some things that maybe I've done in the past that God has said, hey, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have done that. And I'm dealing with that now. But you know what? God's got it. He's going to pull us through. He's going to bring us through. And when I die, all I want to hear him say to me is, well done, thou faithful servant. That's my goal. And for people here on earth to know she lived for him. And that's all I can say today.